Welcome to the final drawing that we'll be doing online here in Threads and Fasteners. So far, what we have done is we have created a base chamber, a gasket, and a cover plate. This time, we're going to create a bolt. And so, show you just how simple it is. There are some rules of thumb. Make sure you pick metric, standard, millimeter, IPT, and create. Okay, start a 2D sketch, and then we will select the XZ plane. Okay, and so let's first take a look. The bolt itself is an M8 1.25 screw by 30 millimeters long. It's made out of steel. It doesn't say what type of steel. A lot of times they're made out of high tensile steel, you know. But in this case, it doesn't say. So here's what we will end up doing. Let's start with a circle, and we'll go from here to here. We will dimension that, and it's going to be 8. Okay, that's the nominal diameter that we have here. And we're going to finish that, and then we're going to extrude it. Okay, now it tells us that it is 30 millimeters long. And then we'll hit OK. And here we are. This will be one end, and we're going to rotate it around to this other end, and we're going to start a 2D sketch right there. Okay, now in this case, we are going to create, over here it says rectangle. Let's go all the way down to Polygon. Okay, Polygon's our friend. We do want a 6-sided figure. Now, let's talk about this. This is called a hex head boat. It's called hex because it's got a hexagon on there, meaning 6 sides. Now, when we go to create that, now it's a polygon, but it's actually creating what's known as a regular polygon, which means all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. But you could also have a 6-sided polygon with 6 different lengths and 6 different angles. That's still a polygon, a hexagon, but it's not a regular polygon. So we need to just make that clarification here. Who knows? You might be tested on it someday. Okay, now you have two selections over here. You have inscribed and circumscribed. Now, inscribed means that the hexagon is on the inside of the circle and that the points touch the circle. And if it's circumscribed, that means the hexagon is on the outside of the circle and the flats of the circle touch it. We're going to pick the second one, just like that. And then we will select right in here, and then we'll just come over like this. We'll rotate that up so that it lines up that way to the best of our ability. Yeah, just like that. Now, does it have to be exactly lined up with any of the axes? It doesn't. Okay? Now, we'll have to come across. We're going to dimension it from here to here, and we'll bring that dimension over. Well, okay, here's the rule. The distance across the flats is 1.5 times the diameter. So let's go back and look at the diameter. The diameter is 8, so 1.5 times 8 is 12. We can do that in our heads, and so therefore we have that. Now we'll finish that sketch, right? And now we're going to extrude it. Now, here's another rule of thumb. According to ANSI, the thickness of the head is 2/3 of the diameter. So that's easy algebra, right? We will go 2 over 3 times 8 over 1. 2 times 8 is 16, and that's over 3 times 1, which is 3, okay? So that's 16 over 3, which is 5 1/3, right? So we can go 5.16 3-3. Yeah. And hit OK. Awesome. We did a good job there. So we have our bolt. That looks like a bolt, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to have to put a thread on that. So we'll come over here and we'll hit thread, right? We select the face that we want the thread, okay? We're going to display it in the model. It's going to be full length. It could be just part. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is a full length. It's looking good. Let's go to specifications. It is a metric thread. It's 8 millimeters, 8 by 1.2. It's a 6G fit, okay? It's right-handed. Yep, we're going to do that. And so let's take a look. Yeah. It's just sort of a optical illusion right there. And that's really all that this is. So now on the hex head, we can put some fillets on there, but we actually put a chamfer down here. And so we're going to come over and put a chamfer. Now, why do we put a chamfer? Well, a chamfer helps get the bolt started in the hole. Now, we're going to put a small one on this. The diameter of the bolt is 8, so we're going to actually just go with 1. And we'll pick the edge, of course. We'll just select this and go like that and hit OK. So you can see how that going 45 by 45, but it's going to go just 1 by 1. We could have made it larger or smaller, but we just picked the 1. The book does not say anything. Now the thread comes up to here, and that creates a sharp break. Normally, I would stop that and put a really small fillet in there, but it's not required here. So now we're going to put a fillet. We're going to go like a 0.5 millimeter fillet, which is pretty small, which we'll pick these so you can pick through there. There we go. And then you can come over here and get these. Let's move it. Get that one, that one. Let's get this too. Let's make sure we got these two as well. And this one and this one. It's got them all. We will apply it. Yeah. And so that looks good. It looks good. So we'll click that. And so we got a good bowl. All right. So now we're going to pick a material. And we're looking at that. It's steel also. So we're going to go down. We're going to take a look at some different steels. You know, it could be titanium. Titanium is tough. I mean, very, very tough. I think we already used blue steel and that. We'll try some polished steel. Ooh, that looks good. Now we'll come up here to a file and we're going to go to Save As. And notice our last one that we did was 26, so we're going to make this one number 27. And we're going to hit Save. And that's all there is into creating a bolt.